Hello, Aries. This is an electricity ship. This is a reading, undated reading for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, whatever placement you are looking to juice up. This reading is for you. Aries, thank you so much for being here. Also, friends of Aries, you could cross watch if you'd like, or if you're just digging it, feeling the vibes, like the title of the video, feeling it in your soul. I appreciate you being here. We are the Anima Mundi. We are God, Goddess, Creator, Spirit, Guides, Angels. We are one. My friends, I have a number of decks here to read from. I love starting out the cycle with you every 30 days or so. So I appreciate you being here. Without you here, I could not be here. So thank you again. Your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, emoji comments, especially. Other ways to interact with the channel are in the description box or on the channel page. I put my prayers and energy towards all past, future, and present interactors with the channel for your highest good and for what you want or something better. So, that said, we've got 3 oracle decks. When I was shuffling and meditating on your energy, this card popped out face up. It's from the Tarot Oracle deck by Lucas Coyne and Lindsay Cummins. We've got the Crystal Mandala Oracle from Alana Fairchild. Khalil Gibran's The Prophet Oracle deck. We've got the original 1909 Waite Smith Tarot. The Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini. And to clarify, Claude Burdel's Tarot of Marseille. I love a Marseille deck. So much cool history in there. But without further ado, let's get to it. I did feel like some calm and contentment, or maybe even some, whatever, this works. Very chill, which is not something that Aries gets accused of being too often, is chill, but you're feeling chill to me. So that's great. I love that for you. Let's give thanks for something big or small, a micro tenderness or a macro tenderness. Something awesome and wild and expansive and celestial, or something very small and simple. I was thinking about, how cool it would be to travel like to the Arctic Circle and see the Aurora Borealis and like a really wide skyscape of stars without light pollution. That would be really, really incredible. I'm thankful for a time I was out in Big Sur and got some really beautiful nighttime vantage points. So that's wonderful. One more note, if anything in this reading titillates, excites, rings your bell, toots your whistle, pops your cork, resonates with your intuition, your body, heart, mind, soul, that's for you. If it makes you feel fearful or disempowered in any way, move along. Don't take it. It's not yours. Spirit will give you what you need when you need it and when you feel empowered to take it on. So don't you worry about it. It could be for somebody else who's ready to bite that bullet. So that said, my loves, we'll take a deep breath and bless this reading with something that we are grateful for. Expansive stars for me and for you. Oof. Yeah, maybe you're even feeling loosey-goosey, like let live. Maybe there's something spicy out there. Maybe somebody's doing something that, maybe you wouldn't do, but you're excited for them that they're doing it. Maybe there's, there it is right away, and that's popping straight up. Maybe you're thinking about doing something that somebody's done that you thought was kind of outrageous, that you might not have taken on before. Aries do love a challenge. Feel free to fantasize that role. Interesting. Okay. Highest good. There we go. Yeah. Very smooth, easygoing energy, my friends. And for Aries, please. There it is. Nice. They're talking. I like it when they're like, hi, pick me. All right. And for Aries, please. It's always fun when like a clarifier comes out while I'm pre-shuffling, but that's not very frequent. And we didn't get any, we just got one card today, so yeah, relaxed vibes, my friends. Relaxed vibes for Aries. And ooh, yes, the Devil. I saw that actually earlier when I was shuffling the Marseille, so maybe that's significant. Ooh, another major arcana, the Sun, Capricorn, Leo. Shit fire. Son of a gun. We've got 3 major arcana coming out right away, so the universe is at work in your life. We've got, again, Capricorn, Leo, Cancer. This is a divine match. So for a love reading or for spiritual ascendance or for integrating masculine and feminine energies, this is really out of sight. And then at the bottom, yeah, 6 of Swords. So you're moving on, probably from this Devil energy. Maybe from a Capricorn, maybe from a Leo, maybe from a Cancer, or just difficulties in general. That's very good news, my love. I'm excited to be here with you. Thank you for coming. Okay. Let's get some more meat on the bones here. For Aries, please. For Aries. You know, I'm noticing some of the lines in this card for the Devil in his hand, because I've been studying my palmistry book, so that's pretty interesting. Oh, there's one. Let's put that on top. That's an extra. Let's see. Ooh, it's getting titillating. And we've got court cards. Queen of Pentacles. Shut the front door. And the Hierophant. Holy moly. Oh my God. Y'all. And the Wheel of Fortune. Look at all these major arcana cards. I'm almost like, I don't know if I'm excited or I'm like terrified of the magic powers that are coming out to flip this card over. Okay. I mean, we only have 2 pips in here. The rest of them are major arcana cards, and that's outrageous. That is just absolutely outrageous. So, well, let's talk about the pips right away then. Because right up top here, we have this 3 of Pentacles energy. So that's like joining forces with other people to work your specific specialty in your craft. It's about joining together the resources, the planning, and the skill needed to perform a work on this earth. The Devil's not always bad, by the way. This is very, very earthy energy. It's what you see is what you get. But it looks like you might be like moving on from that into something more celestial and spiritual. And really, when we've got 2 sun cards right on top of one another, this is like your true self, your true will, your solar plexus, your, you know, the depth of your being, your personality, the way that you present to the world. It could be your sun sign. So if your sun sign is Aries, then you're really going to be expressing those traits in the world, especially in accordance with whatever house Aries is in for you, or whatever, you know, the planets and those sorts of things. I'm not an astrologer, but you know, those kind of areas in your life to work on, wherever Aries is in your chart, or, wherever your sun sign is, whatever house your sun sign is in, is going to be really significant for getting things going from kind of like a tense situation where maybe you felt trapped, maybe you didn't feel like you could use your skills, you couldn't use your talents, maybe you didn't have the wherewithal to plan things, you didn't have the resources behind you, or you didn't have a skill set that you needed, but everything is just kind of slamming together. And who's got skills to pay the bills? It's the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So like I love these two earth energies actually together, because like she is so damn practical, that, but she knows that it's more than just, things of this earth, she knows that there's a reason to do things, and she knows how to do it. Queens are really good at knowing the reason behind a project, and initiating this force. So this is, and both of these are Capricorn, by the way. So like Capricorn energies are going to be really important if you have an actual Capricorn in your life, which I find that court cards tend to jive more with actual people in your life, and the major arcanas are more like energies that are afoot. Although, they could be hanging around. Hierophant is Taurus. So, that's great. It's got Venus energy in it, abundance, pleasure, the fine things in life, but also the initiatory experiences that allow you to see the mysteries and the higher considerations for why we're living on this earth. It's also rituals that help you get into the zone, as it were, into spiritual spaces, into states of mind that are expansive, but this is the ritual that you do to get into that. So if you have ceremonies, meditations, chanting a mantra, doing your yoga poses, those are the sort of procedures that you use to get yourself into a different state of consciousness. Education, mentorship, teachers. Three of Pentacles can have some mentorship energy to it as well. But mostly it's like kind of masters of different aspects of project planning that comes into play. And that could be within your own mind, right? So like the one that knows how to use a saw and a hammer, and the person who knows how to draft plans, and then the person who knows how to raise funds to erect this church, right? Since I say church and the Hierophant, this is also the name for the Pope, so there could be some organized religion involved, or other kind of structures that have buildings, facades, ceremonial buildings, beautiful buildings, expensive buildings, or just like kind of established structures that tend to have, are built to last, as it were. So I like seeing the Hierophant here because something is built to last, and it comes directly from your will, and not just like the will of your body and your ambition, but like you know how to plan for this, and you know how to get what you want. The Wheel of Fortune, maybe at some point you haven't had good plans, and you've been on the outside of the wheel instead of in the center. And getting into the center of the wheel involves some spirituality. It involves some release and letting go to the mystery. Into the shadow self. This could be shadow work as well. Definitely with this here, shadow work could be involved. Dispelling illusions. The pentacle is up, or the pentagram is upside down, so that indicates that this is all body, all flesh, and these humans are becoming creatures. They're indulging completely in their animalistic side instead of this like higher self energy, this solar energy, and this studious tradition or procedure or ritual following character here. And the Queen of Pentacles is going to want to follow procedures and rituals as well. She's going to want to use her resources to the best ability possible. And there might have been some squandering with the moon energy, or fear of actually of squandering your mental resources, depleting them. There's just maybe there's too much thinking that you had to do. Maybe you have decision fatigue, or just like anguish over just having to think all the time. And the universe is going to start thinking for you, but you need to get very, very centered. And probably meditation is going to be very helpful with that. You got to get to the center of yourself. So it could be meditation, but also it could just be as simple as like core exercises, whatever kind of puts you in a zone where you can listen and be calm and start making new plans that aren't, oh, I gotta pay this bill, or like I gotta, satisfy my partner sexually, or, I need to, make more money so I can buy the fancy car to have the cool friends, or get in the VIP room or whatever. And the queen is like, no, we know how to do all that, but like what is necessary, like what do we really need here? So this will help you go without, but also find community that will help you ascertain the mysteries, and from there, your true self, center of the wheel. Let's talk more about the sun, since we got a double sun. That's really amazing. Ooh, cool. Death. Awesome. And you know what? I love the. This is exactly why I'm excited that I got a Marseille deck out, because some of these cards are just so much different than the Rider-Waite, but yeah, like very much the same. And this guy's just like cutting everybody down. It's like he's saying, hey, listen, like all this stuff ends. Like there's got to be something higher up there than just like the life of the body. There's got to be some kind of transcendent force. And it comes to us all. So like we go in and out of these cycles, so there is a new start, and I think it's like something past this devil energy. Like the devil energy is great for getting shit done in a burst, or for like kind of having this overarching plan, but the death card is just going to wipe everything out anyway. Let's talk about this, because this could be a relationship, and it could be like an integration of masculine and feminine forces within. So that's fucking awesome. Dark and light, yin and yang. Let's talk about this sun and moon right next to each other, please. Spirit. Oh, that's interesting. Four of Cups. Are you resisting some kind of integration? Because look at these two Capricorn cards, right? Like this one feels very masculine, and this one is definitely very feminine, but this is like your major arcana card, and this is your minor arcana card. Like, are you resisting some kind of integration between this like rational energy and this like forceful, like devil may care, like I'm getting what I want kind of energy? Also, Aries and the devil both being horned beasts kind of pops out to me. Is there kind of that use of force that needs to be kind of settled down? Because the Four of Cups is like rejecting a new emotional richness that's coming to you. And like as it is, there aren't any cups out here, There's like swords and pentacles. And there are no water signs. Well, there's Scorpio. So are you afraid of this death? There's something between these two as well. Yeah. So this is there's a lot of independence here, right? You've been working in one way or the other. And you don't want to let in the feelings about what it would be like to not be independent, to not have your own will, to not be working strictly from your own will, maybe from places of tradition, of routine. Maybe these rituals have become rote and you're just not feeling it anymore. The Four of Cups, though, can talk about knowing that you can have more emotional fulfillment, but you don't see it because it's like all there is like the 3 that was spilled before, right? Like maybe you were out there feeling and, you know, putting your emotions out there and allowing yourself to feel them deeply, and then they just all went asunder, maybe with some of this kind of energy, you know? So maybe they were squandered, you know? Your feelings were squandered either through you wasting them on things that, you know, didn't serve you, or somebody, you know, getting, you know, hurting you, or you just being dissolute with them, like not really like valuing them enough at the time that you were feeling them. And now you're like, well, great. I mean, is there anything else? Like, you know, that blasé kind of feeling. And so you relied on yourself to keep everything steady, keep everything stable, build up your wealth, build up your empire, build up your security, and it's just still mentally anguishing, you know? And so something's got to die. And you've got to like look inside to find where that water is. You know, the subconscious. The 2 wolves inside you, as it were. There's like, you know, the ego and the superego, the animalistic side versus the tamed side, the side from society. But you've got these like sparks of light coming down to give you the messages you need. And here are the towers that you go between, the 2 pillars behind the high priestess, and behind the Hierophant, that they guard the secrets, right? You get through to the secrets on the Hierophant with ritual and study and being mentored, and with the moon, it's from like going deep within into the realm of your dreams. And the death card, the Scorpio energy, will help you with that subconscious energy. I mean, think about the Halloween season, right? Which is in Scorpio season, that long night where everyone's masked and things are mysterious, and you go out and maybe things are wild, and you find out with your masks how to be free or how to die. It depends on how thick that mask is. If you're using the mask to hide, or if you're using the mask to express something that heretofore could not be seen. And I think that you've just been a little too steady, a little too stable. I mean, and this energy is great, and it can help you transcend the devil or temper it, but it's not an identity. It's not a place to stay. Excuse me. So we got the Scarab, which is creativity. And, you know, talk about a death energy. This was, you know, ancient Egypt symbol for rebirth, because they laid their eggs in a ball of shit. Right? So, and then also there was the symbol of carrying the sun through the underworld, was another sort of image surrounding that. So, you know, the underworld, the sun, and the sun is like doubled here. So like there's nothing that's going to kill your will or yourself or your being, you know? But you do have to surrender this identity that is not, it's not a major arcana. You know, you got to move on into these like bigger energies. So with the, Ascended Master Hilarion and Green Chiraphrase, discernment, right? So discernment is going to be key. You know, things are not going to be clear for a while, but they will distill into the bottom of the sea, or they will merge from the water, so that you can move along to this path into the unknown. You may only see the next step ahead of you in the moonlight. You know, the entire landscape may not be clear, but you can know which next step in front of you with your discernment is the safe step to take. or at least a reasonable one. And then we have your joy is your sorrow unmasked. What was I talking about? Masks. Okay, I'm going to read this one from the book, actually, because I love to do that in here. Khalil Gibran's The Prophet is available in any library pretty much all over the world, so definitely read it, please. It's wonderful. These take little clips from the chapters, but the entire thing is definitely worth reading, and if you're interested in this deck, the entire text is in the back, too. So, but he painted these as well, so he's wonderful. And the self-same well from which your laughter rises was oftentimes filled with your tears. And how else can it be? The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. It is not the cup that holds your wine. The very cup that was burned in the potter's oven. And is not the lute that soothes your spirit, the very wood that was hollowed with knives. When you are joyous, look deep into your heart, and you shall find it is only that which has given you sorrow that is giving you joy. When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight. Yeah. So you can use your discernment about what dies and what you keep, right? But it's not these like small identities anymore, and it's not things that you hold on to just out of habit. And then we have the weasel, which popped out in the priest shuffle. It is flexibility, and you know, these are tenacious little bastards, right? Yeah. I mean, I know that you gotta watch out for them digging up gardens and chewing on things and being notoriously evasive of traps, but yeah, be evasive of traps. No more traps. It's time to like let go and be born anew, because your heart remains true, and you may find yourself articulating to some really wonderful sensitivity. Seeing this finally these cups cards, even if it's like a not there yet kind of card, with the moon, with this, you know, beautiful perfect pairing of the sun and the moon, such high energy. Your feelings are coming back, my dove. You've worked hard and your feelings are coming back. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. If you haven't liked the video already, I would really appreciate it if you do so. Comment, share, subscribes, etc. Check the description box. I'm here because you're here, and I'm so grateful. This is an important part of my gratitude practice, so I appreciate you very, very much. And my prayers to you for your desires or better. And to that end, thank you again for being here. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. And peace be with you.